Hello, ladies. Welcome to the show tonight. We are doing a special show tonight. I'm going to have, I believe 8 guests. I thought it was 7 earlier, but I think it's 8 guests that are going to be joining me throughout the show. Some ladies are going to come on early. We already have 2 ladies on right now, as you can see down in the corner. And some ladies are going to join early and just kind of hang around and watch and listen. And I'm going to be interviewing each of them for about 10-minute segments. So first, though, we have with us and Brandy, and tell us a little bit about yourself and your name, your full name, what you sell, all your kids. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Brandy Thrasher, and I have been married to my husband for almost 8 years. It'll be 8 years in May. I'm a stay-at-home homeschooling mom of 2. I have a 6-year-old boy and a 2-year-old girl. They're my miracle babies. And I got interested in Norwex. I actually got invited to a party a long time ago when my son was little, and I was skeptical. I was like, I've grown up with allergies. I didn't really like my cleaning supplies. I didn't know what to use, so I was basically using nothing, and it was horrible, and I never cleaned. And that wasn't the way to go, and I knew that. But I wasn't sure, and I was like, I don't think this is for me. Well, a couple years later, I met another friend, and she's like, you really should host a party. And I was like, I don't think so. And she talked to me about it a little bit, and my husband's like, yeah, go ahead, try it out, see what happens. So I did, and I fell in love with the products. And originally, I signed up for the discount because I was like, I don't want a business. I don't want to do anything with a business, even though it would have helped financially at the time. And so I hosted a party, fell in love with the products, but I didn't start selling until, 6 months later. And I couldn't keep myself quiet. And the Lord opened the door, and that's how I became a Norwex sales consultant. So that's basically my why in a nutshell.
Okay. So I have heard about Norwex. I've had a couple things gifted to me. I've had like a couple, like a kitchen towel, I believe. Sister's wife retreat. There was someone there that did Norwex, and they gave me a couple things. And from what I've seen, I really like it. So you pretty much just need cloth for a lot of things, don't you? Can you kind of explain exactly what it is?
Norwex is basically, it's called mechanical cleaning. It's instead of using chemicals to clean your home, you use water and the microfiber cloths. And that's basically what you need to clean 90% of your home. Now, there are some rooms and some jobs that are a little bit tougher to tackle. And for that, Norwex has a line of less toxic chemical, less toxic products that for those dirty jobs, they're still completely 100% healthy. They don't have any of the harmful toxic things in them, but they're a little bit stronger so they can get that job done on those extra dirty spots.
Do you pretty much do primarily like Facebook parties? Do you ever do parties in homes? How does that work?
I love doing in-home parties. I haven't had much success with Facebook parties because Facebook's been temperamental, to put it lightly. They've made it very difficult to host a party on Facebook, but we partnered with a new party platform lately called Squee, and I love it. It's this online party. It's basically like a virtual party in your living room. You can comment and interact, and there are tons of slides, and it's been wonderful. So I really like that too, but I'm always down for a home party.
Yeah. I remember
I like to touch and feel and see.
Yes, I do too. I like that too. And I kind of miss some of the parties at my old church. It was all home America parties where parties are big, and like hamburger chef parties are big. And, that's not everyone's cup of tea, but I always liked it because I'm an extrovert. So I like being around people. I like being around women. And I mainly like the parties just to be around the other women. So I always liked them. But yeah, the Norwex, I have definitely heard good things about it. I've always wanted to get a few more things. I think I have like, I have this blue, it has like little tiny holes in it, but it's like for scrubbing things in the kitchen. It's a big rag.
The netted dishcloth?
Yes, I have that. And that's really awesome because I make pizza a lot, and I will roll it the counter. And then when I go, you know, you get all those little dough particles left. And I've used that rag and it gets it right up. So that's one of the things I've noticed that I like. What is your favorite?
Oh, it's hard.
Your sell?
My favorite product right now, it varies, but my favorite product is actually the dusting mitt. It's my favorite because I have allergies and it gets my kids and my husband involved. Like before that, dusting rarely ever got done. And now I find my husband and my kids fighting over their dusting mitt. Like I was actually looking for my other one because this one is currently dirty. And so I was looking for a clean one to share tonight. But it's actually, it helped me because the dust doesn't accumulate so quickly because I'm not using product and having a film that attracts the dust. Because you would think it, you know, you're cleaning, and so you would think it would keep the dust away. It was actually attracting more dust. And we have a dog. So it gets all the dog hair and the pet hair, and it's wonderful.
Can you show that again? Do you put it on your hand?
Yeah. Just a second. Oops. I'm going to be left-handed for a minute. That's the cleaner side. And that's our dusting mitt. And it has a thumb hole, but you can wear it either way.
Very cool.
Lefties and righties both can use it.
So you can use that and it gets all the hair too, even the animal hair.
Yeah,
nice.
It picks up. I use it on the back of my TV. It's not recommended for anti-glare surfaces, so I don't use it on the front, but I'll use it to wipe down the back of the TV where the dog hair accumulates. It hides back there.
Very nice. Do you have any of your other stuff that you can show us real quick?
I do. I actually have two of the other just basic cloths. This is the window, or I'll do them the other way. This is our Enviro cloth. Sorry, I'm holding it with one hand and holding my phone with the other. Our full-size Enviro cloth. This is your all-purpose cleaning cloth. Just use this in water and scrub. This is the main cloth. And then you just rinse it out and you hang it to dry, and it will self-purify within 24 hours. And so you don't have that stinky, smelly cloth hanging around. And then this one you can use this is basically the polishing. This would take your place of your Windex cleaners and your stuff from years, and it leaves a streak-free shine, and I really like it. And my mop is in the kitchen. I could grab that, but it's in the kitchen. That's my other favorite. I love the mop. Just using the water on the floor, and my floor is no longer sticky. And I really like that because I have kids. So.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. So, but that's pretty cool. Cool. That is the majority of what you sell. Now, do you kind of just use this as fun money? Anything that you make from your business?
I've been using it to try to get out of debt. We have some medical debt. And I also use it here and there for fun money, for little extra things for the kids. Since we're a one-income family, it's been nice to have the ability to use that money to pull it for something. If, a fun event pops up and I've got a little bit of money from Norwex, I can use that if I want to.
Yeah, and I like to stress, one of the reasons I wanted to do the show tonight to feature some of the listeners that, listen, because it's good. Most of the listeners I have, we kind of do the whole stay-at-home mom thing, and not many of us have, jobs. Our main job is being at home. And so I kind of wanted to spotlight different moms that kind of are making an income, on the side while they're staying home and raising their kids. I noticed most of the moms that joined, they're like, a lot of them are in schoolrooms. You can see the schoolrooms stuff behind them, which I thought that was really cool. Homeschool. So I'm out here, get their names out there. If you guys looking for different things, it's better to buy from people that or people that you want to help out. So you do the Norwex, and then I think, going across that, we got the Norwex here. And then Andrea, she makes her own baby bling things and I see the tag blankets in the background. And then we have, is it Charity, I believe? Yeah. And then Charity. And then Jessica and Sandra, they're all on right now. So we will be getting to them one by one. But thank you, Brandy, for joining me and telling me a little bit about yourself. And I will be linking to all these different businesses in the video as soon as I'm done. So as soon as they send me the info, I'll be linking to all of that, and it'll be there if you ever need anything from Norwex. So, all right, thank you, Brandy, for joining. You can stick around and stay, or just leave whenever you need to. I know you said you had a party that you were doing at 8:30. So, but next we have Jessica, and Jessica makes really, really, really cute little culottes. And I love culottes. I'm partial to culottes on little girls. I think they are so cute. And I meant to have the pair that she made me for Kelly. But Jessica, do you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Can you hear me? Is my mic?
No, not really. Turn your mic up.
Can you hear me now?
That's a little better. Do you have any windows open? You might be echoing. You're kind of echoing a little bit.
Is that better?
It's a little better. Can everyone hear her? All right, go ahead and talk. Just talk loud.
All right. My name is Jessica Seacrest. I am 34 years old. I am a mother to 3 children. Mary is 6, Curtis is 3.5, and Killian is 2. My husband and I have been married for 10 years. I homeschool, and then also do sewing on the side. I did Etsy, and it's called Sewing. I just tinker because it's like tinkering fabrics and whatnot.
Charity, can you mute your microphone right now? Do you see where it is to mute it? There we go. All right, Jessica. So, products that you sell with you that you can show.
I have a few things here. Am I coming up at all?
Yes. Yep. People are just saying they're having a hard time hearing you. So try to talk really loud.
Okay, so this is one pair of culottes I made for Mary. It's got a little button on the side where the slit is. She likes the butterflies. And underneath is the little shorts. And this one's actually 2 colors. I did the print on the outside and a solid underneath. And then I do some that are just the solid colors. Here's one that's pink. Let's see. I actually have a pair that are the same as what I made for Kelly. But this one has purple buttons instead of the yellow like I put on Kelly. But it's the flowery print on this with the orange underneath.
So cute.
I
love little hand sewn things, but sewing, it's not my forte. I ordered if I can. Do you have any adult sizes that you can show?
Yes, this is what I have for myself. And I actually made Mary a matching pair. So we have a mommy and me set. It's same as the girls. It's got the shorts underneath. But and those are and I make them custom order. And so all I would need is the waist measurement, which is where you typically wear your waistband, and your hip measurement, which would be around the biggest part around your, I guess, backside, and then the length you want them to be. But I do make them custom order. I've just found that pre-make them, they're a lot harder to sell. And then this way it gets, it's just easier to do with less waste of the material I have. Then I also got the swim dress pattern from Juja Anderson. So I do make the cute and covered swim dresses as well. This is one that I made for myself. And I put a little string through the zipper so that you can reach back to unzip it in the back without having to contort your arms around. And then for my daughter, she was potty training at the time, and it's just so hard to do it with just one piece. So I did hers in 2 pieces. I did the short separate, and then I could also do like the short and skirt separate and do a different top. Or if somebody just wants the bottom part and wants to find their own top, I can do that as well. So I have those. And then here recently, I started making little pajamas and nightgowns. I don't have any nightgowns with me, but they look just like the pajama shirts with the little collar, but they're just longer for the nightgowns. I just add the length. But this is a pair I made for Curtis. He absolutely loves his monkey jammies. And then it comes with a matching pair of pants.
So cute.
So those are a few things that I've made. I do this.
You're so good at that.
Thank you. I just do this on the side. It's something I enjoy doing. I've always loved sewing. It's kind of like my outlet, my hobby. And so I figured might as well make some fun money out of it. And I've been making the culottes since I was 15. So I'm going on almost 20 years of making culottes. And then also on the culottes, especially for ladies, I know one thing that I always hate about the skirts is there's no pockets. And I can put pockets on either the kids or the ladies' sizes. And so I actually made some for Amber Hunt with the pockets, so she can attest to the pockets there. But I just like having stuff for pockets, because as a mom, you need pockets.
And see, I hate pockets because I feel like they make me look bigger. So I don't like pockets in my clothes. But you're so skinny, so it doesn't matter on you. That's why you don't mind pockets.
I have to put pockets in them. That's like an added thing. If you want pockets, let me know, and I will put pockets in it. But I know for me, it was I just sometimes I don't want to lug my purse around, and I just want to have my cell phone. So I just like having a pocket just so I can carry that, or shove some tissues in them when the kids are sniffly and things like that. So
yeah.
But I don't have a web page for mine. I just sell them solely on Etsy because this is just a side thing for me right now. I'm hoping that as the kids get older and I have more time, that I can put more time and effort into this. And then also locally around my area, I actually do some mending and minor alterations. So that's very, I don't know.
Helpful. Very helpful. Do you have a Facebook page?
I do not, but my husband does. So I kind of work on his a lot.
Well, what is your Etsy shop name?
It's a Sewing Tinker. And if you just go to Etsy and type in Sewing Tinker, just make sure you type it all one word, and my shop should pop up. And I have the prices and everything on there. And if you contact me through the chat on Etsy, let me know that you're a Gently Led Sister listener. I will give you a discount on your order. So, and any pastors' wives, definitely let me know, because I give an extra discount for pastors' wives. My goal is to make modest wear affordable, because it is getting even more and more difficult to find modest clothing for especially little girls, and it's hard for ladies too. When I went and looked at the swimsuits walking through Walmart, and the little girls' swimsuits are like all bikinis, and it's like, I don't want my daughter walking around half naked or almost completely naked, really. And that brings me back to the swim dresses. I know Juju sells her Cute and Covered, and she does use the more expensive, the Lycra material, which is the actual swimsuit material. But I have found it's just a polyester stretch material. It's not actually considered swimsuit material, but it works just as good. It works good. So I'm able to sell them at a cheaper discount. So they're not as high quality as the ones that she sells, but they are, like I said, I'm just trying to make it affordable for ladies and little girls to be able to have the swim dresses and the culottes and things of that nature.
I love it.
I do have a lot of material listed on my website, but you don't have to choose what's there. That's just what I have in my house. And if you have like a specific print or a specific color, or if you want unicorns or something else for your child or for yourself, I will get you that material, but it normally will cost a little bit more, because I try to find material on clearance and on sale so that I can get past the discount on to those that I make the stuff for.
Right. Very good. All right. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing that. I know I've been wanting to have you. I linked to you in one of my videos, but I've been wanting to put a face to the name and everything. So I'm so glad you were able to join us. So next we have, and like I said, I'm going to be putting all this info in the description of the video after I'm done. So I'll put her Etsy name and all that. So next we have Charity. So Charity, you can go ahead and, unmute it.
Okay.
And go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I am a mom of 3 little kids, 2 girls and this little guy. He's my youngest. He's almost 5 months. And I live in Wisconsin, so we have been having crazy snow. We had 3 feet of snow, so it's been crazier. But anyways, my business is it's Lynn Custom Designs is actually the name of it. And I kind of did a play on my name, because last name is Antenna and my middle name is Lynn. And I also started Carpenter Lynn Decor, which is another Etsy. I have 2 Etsy shops, just so that people can kind of just differentiate the two and not just have wood. It just gets confusing. But I brought a lot of stuff just to give you ideas of things that I do. But the main reason I started my business was I have some like neck and shoulder problems. I've had multiple surgeries and stuff, and just dealing with the pain all the times, if I just kind of needed an outlet of some sort to help me to like focus on something. And, you're busy with your kids, but the day in, day out, that gets old, and you just need something else that you're doing.
Yes.
To help keep my mind focused on something besides dealing with the pain all the time. And then also, I have, I'm homeschooling, and, Lord willing, I want to homeschool my kids for the whole, till they graduate. So, you have to be home to do that. So, it's just a lot of stuff. So, but I can show you some stuff. Now, here's something I made. Now, I do work with like car vinyl. So you can like make vinyl decals, or for instance, I did this for my oldest daughter. I used vinyl, and it's a shadow box. I don't know if you can tell that or not, but I kind of did a footprint and has all the information, but inside of it has her first outfit, her first little pair of shoes, her hat. And so I did one for each of my kids up until this little guy. And then I also do like t-shirts. I make my own designs. So here's one I made for our school. Oops, this little guy is slipping. No hitting. So that's the name of our homeschool. My husband designed that because he's a graphic designer. And then I thought you moms would appreciate this one. This was one of my designs I made as well. If you can read it here. Hold on a second. Can you read that okay? Okay.
Yep. Who needs a workout? I've been lifting.
Right. And I also did that on cups. I put it on some cups.
That's cute.
Yeah. So those were kind of some of my first designs that I ever had done. And then, excuse me, get down, sweetie, and go out. Go by daddy. Come on. So I do that, and then people like right now, a lot of people like hooded sweatshirts because it's cold. So I did a lot of orders for those, and then I started selling like what I call blank signs. So they look like this, and it's white in the middle, so someone can buy it. And then if you have a machine that you can cut out your like own stencils or letters, like out of vinyl, you can make your own signs. And that's very popular. And I also sell, like, here's another one of my designs. I got it from the idea of in this house we do Disney. So I kind of changed it to my own and had a whole bunch of things about God and the Lord,
Very cute. I like it.
Yeah. So that's just a brief, I guess, overview of stuff that I make. I like doing different things. I don't like just doing shirts or just doing wood. I need like a variety of things. So, and that's my other problem. My brain kind of goes in 12 different directions at once.
Very cute. Can you do both the names? Tell us both the names of your Etsy shops, and of course we'll link it below when we're done.
Sure. It's Aunt Lynn Custom Designs. And then the other one is Carpenter Lynn Decor. And I don't know, as the other lady was saying, if you just search it all with one word. I'm not sure. Mine doesn't seem to pop up that way. So the best way would just be to follow the link. Otherwise, I don't really know.
Okay. I'll have you send me the link, or
sure.
give me
yeah, I can do that.
So
I can do that.
So we can put it on the thing. So that's cute. But do you tend to are you able to make a little bit on the side for that?
Yeah, it's been hard. I've started my business about 4 years ago, but I've had so much different things occur. I had a friend that helped me kind of get ideas because she sells signs. She started hers about 1.5 years before I did. But it waxes and wanes. Like right now, a lady ordered 16 signs, and another lady ordered 3 signs. So sometimes I'll be doing 20 signs, and then it'll be like a month and not have anything, So it's never really very steady. But I wanted to say the other reason I started doing the T-shirts and stuff was because I wanted to be able to make my own scripture T-shirts. And I have it here, but I like to take, I've made a lot of scripture verses on the back of shirts, and then I'd use like little clip art. Like what shall profit a man to gain the whole world and lose his own soul? And I'll have little clip arts of like a man carrying a big bag of money, stuff like that. So, because you can't find that stuff, and I'm King James only, so that's really hard to find stuff like that. Or it's actually Bible, so kind of a mixture of things, but
yeah, it is. Okay, so Help Meet Letters said to search your Etsy shop in one. They said to put it all in one word, and they just found it. They found your Etsy shop.
Okay, good.
So do it all, and then Jessica linked to her Etsy shop in the thing. Amanda Wright asked if you do custom stencils.
Well, I've been thinking about selling sign kits where I would make my own. It's a vinyl stencil, so it's a one-time use. That's actually something I want to do. Or people do like paint parties where they'll sell like the sign and the stencil, and then you do all the painting, the person that buys it. So that's something I'm kind of looking into. I just need, people to get ideas. And I take custom orders as probably mostly what I sell. I don't really have any steady thing that sells. It just people say, can you make this? And then I just make up a design for them. So, and I do have Facebook pages for both of my things, but Facebook has problems. They put me in Facebook jail sometimes for no reason. So I never trust Facebook. I'll just say that. It's like you can't access your account for like 2 weeks to a month, and all of a sudden you can access it and they never tell you why. So but and I'll show you one more thing. I don't know how you guys feel about vaccines, but this was my most popular thing on Etsy, and they actually took it down. So I was like, okay, I'll just keep it private. They're like, I don't know that you can get in trouble if you list certain things, and I guess that was one that they didn't like. So
I think it was just last week or the week before. I hear a macro open. Just before Etsy declared that they weren't going to let anyone sell any anti-vax things. So.
Oh yeah, there wasn't very much listed, but yeah, for like about a week and a half, people were favoriting it all the time. And I told my husband, I said, I wonder if somebody shared it somewhere. And then all of a sudden they told me they took down the link, and I was like, oh, I bet that was it. And it was. So.
Yeah, it's Etsy. Everyone's cracking down on the anti-vax stuff. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, most of my listeners would love that sticker because they don't do vaccines, most of them.
Right. I know. I've learned a lot, and thankfully my mother-in-law gave me some good advice when I had my first daughter about it. She just said she didn't know that they were kind of like the best thing to do, and then I started looking into it, and each child, my first 2 kids had 1 vaccine each and vitamin K, and this guy hadn't had anything. So I just was very thankful to the Lord that, we didn't, because I've seen so many different people have injuries, problems from it. So.
Yes, definitely. All right. Well, Charity, thank you very much for showing us all that. And I will link to all your stuff afterwards. And yeah, I have a bunch of people saying they'd love to have that sticker. So.
Oh, great. Yeah, I can just do it through a private thing, or just have it be a custom through Etsy, but I don't have to list what I'm selling. So.
Right. Exactly. So thank you for
having me.
Yep.
Bye, bud.
All right. So next we have Sandra, and I have gotten some things from her, and she does beautiful work. So Sandra, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit about you.
Okay. So hi, everybody. I'm Sandra Alvar. I live in Fort Worth, Texas. I only have 1 son. He's 5. And yeah,
it's still 1.
And I homeschool him. I'm a mom. Thankful to my husband for that. And I like to paint. And so I figured if I put God's words in there. And so a lot of my friends were encouraging me to get it out there because, we all know KJV things are hard to find, especially at Hobby Lobby. And so I figured I could probably paint and do something unique with God's word to get more available to people in their homes. And so far it's been great. It has been good. And I'm very glad people are happy with their paintings, and it really motivates me when people tell me that they love it. So I do have some things to show you, and I have a coupon code for it towards the end so that you guys can, if you wanted to get a custom verse, I can do that. So here, let me show you what I have. So this one, so this is what I have at my house. This is framed, and it's the family rules, as I guess I like to call it. It has just Colossians 3:18-20, and I found a nice frame for it, and it's in my bedroom. And I like to read it every day, and just think about that. That's how I start my day. And so then I have different size paintings. I have more family rules, and a lot of people really like the family rules just because it's neat. I like that. And I guess I'll just show you a little bit of what I have. These are in their protective sleeves, so that's why they're shiny. And I do a lot of, lately I have been doing a lot of semi-customs, which means that I paint my design and you can pretty much choose whatever verse you need. Or a lot of people buy the semis because they want a verse for their friend or for, I just had a housewarming one gift and a wedding and baby showers and stuff like that. And these are my favorite. Those are my favorite because I can do those. So I don't. So here are some more just blanks, and these, I have this size 8x10 and the bigger one 11x14. And I have these. I don't know if I have. I don't think I have these listed on the shop yet, but I have these wreaths, which I love. Wreaths are nice. And then I have 5x7s, which are little. And I like to write hymns on these because they're just nice to be put away in the little corner and sing when you look at them. So I made some for Christmas, and I have this one that was Christmas. And you know, flowers are just my favorite, so I do a lot of flowers.
There's your sign.
Okay. And so yeah. And so then I have been painting a lot of little ones because for the month of May I'm going to give them away with every order. I like to give things away because I don't want to just hoard these. And like somebody said earlier, this is my creative outlet, and I really enjoy painting. And these are just some of the ones that I'll be giving away, but more information on my social media for that. So I also do, I also do bookmarks. And so bookmarks have been very popular too because they're customizable. So these are just some that I customize. These aren't done yet, but these are just pretty much the design I have. And they're just nice little washes. I don't know if you can see that good, but
Amanda,
I'll
can
have
you
them posted.
Sorry, just a second. We can hear Amanda.
It's okay.
There you go. Okay. Sandra, show the one again that you did at the beginning with the purple colors in it. I loved that. I think it was.
Okay.
I
think this one.
Yes.
So if you have, if you know, you have a verse in mind and you have a design in mind and it's floral, I can do it. Floral things are my favorite. I can do floral things and natural things, and a popular one is cactus because who doesn't love cactus? And you know, I'm KJV also only, but I was thinking about just doing normal paintings. And of course, if you'd like a verse on there, I can write that in there. And yeah, I've been painting for a long time. I've been an artist since middle school, I guess. You know, nothing too crazy, since it's just painting and messing around with art, you know, as a kid. So that's something that, you know, I think everybody enjoys. And even if you're not good at it, it's just very therapeutic to paint, whether you're good at it or not. It's really good, and no wonder kids like it.
I love it.
So,
I'm not not talented like you, but I like having your artwork in my home. I love having scripture, and I love surrounding yourself with scripture because I think that's really important, just to see things like that throughout the day. And so I have one of the ones that you did for me in a very prominent place in my house, so that you can see it, you know, upon coming into the room. So yes, I love all of your stuff. Do you have anything else you wanted to show us?
Thank you. I have a coupon code, and okay, so the code is G as in gently, L as in lead, S as in sisters, 319, and it ends at the end of this month, and it's 15% off your order through my Etsy shop. Oh, I didn't even say my Etsy, my name. Well, my Etsy shop is called Sweeter Than Honey, KJV, after the verse, you know, how sweet are the words to my taste, sweeter than honey. but I just added the KJV at the end. And you know, my thing I guess my business is pretty much dedicated to spreading the word of God, because God's word truly is sweet, and we all know that. We know that. So we love God's word. Like you said, you need to have it around your house, because you know, you just, when you read it, it's just a blessing to read God's word, and especially like just one or two verses or even a hymn. So I really like that too. It makes me happy.
Yes, and it's beautiful stuff. And florals are my favorite, so I love the florals.
Thank
so
you,
that
yes.
coupon code was GLS319. Are those do they have to be capitalized, or can they be lowercase? Does it matter?
I guess it's just capitalized. I'm not too sure if Etsy will even. I think it's just capitalized just to be safe. I'm not too sure. It's 15% off if you guys wanted to order. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Thank you for joining us and showing us those. So hopefully someone will order something from you. So we'll see. But next we have on the schedule, right on time, 7:41. We're doing good. We got Amanda that's going to be joining us. So we'll talk to you later, Sandra. So Amanda,
Hi.
Can you turn your yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Can you see
there
me?
we go. Yep. All right, there it is. There you are.
Hi, everybody. My name is Amanda. I am the store owner of Needle Bent Sewing. I named it Needle Bent because when I was first learning how to sew, I broke a lot of needles and bent a lot of needles. So that's how that is. Right now, sorry, can you all see me? In my shop, actually, the main thing that I've been selling, it's been open for about 2 weeks now. I relaunched it, and I've been selling cloth menstrual pads. I call them fountain pads because in the Bible, your period is mentioned as a fountain. So I thought it was very proper, and so that's why I called it fountain. But anyways, this is a cloth material on the topper. In the middle core, I use a material called Zorb, which is very absorbent. And then on the back, I use flannel. The good thing about these, a lot of people don't know that a lot of pads that are disposable are actually filled with chemicals, and a lot of women have rashes and a lot of bad stuff like that. These, they don't have any chemicals in them. And the good thing about these is that you can rewash them, kind of like cloth diapers. You just rewash them, no chemicals. And they sell disposable cotton, non-chemical pads out there, but you still have to buy them every month. So these not only save you money, they're cute. I don't know if you can see, they have cute designs on them. This is actually a postpartum pad. So you can use it right after you have a baby. A lot of women like the bigger pads also, so you can use a disposable, or you can use a postpartum even as a regular flow day if you like that. I also have, they come from this size to this. This is a panty liner. This has a little flannel thin core in the middle. It's the same material, flannel on the outside, cotton. I have many different things you can choose from, patterns. You know, you can make your period cute. So these have been I've only had this store for 2 weeks, and this has been a hot seller since I've, I put that on the web, my site, which is Needle Bent Sewing at Facebook. You can also find me on Instagram at Needle Bent Sewing. That's on
we had a couple questions. Sorry to interrupt. Jen is asking, can you kind of go over how you wash them? And do you sell pads for a super heavy flow?
Yes, I do sell pads with super heavy flow. This is a regular flow. The Zorb is very absorbent. That's why it's called Zorb. Basically, I would use one layer of Zorb for a regular pad. It also does light pads. For extra absorbent, I would probably use about 2 or 3, or I can also line them with PUL material, which is kind of like cloth diapers, if you're familiar. Now on washing these, if you're like proper, you can rinse these off cold water, stick them in your wash, put them in a wet bag. But a lot of women, to be open and frank, just kind of throw them in their laundry as they go. You know, if you want to do it separate, you can. If I also sell wet bags that you can stick them in if you want to be separated or whatever. But a lot of women just, you know, toss that sucker in the, you know, the wash. So just cold water, get that rinsed off, and then throw it in your laundry. Boom, you're ready to go. You can iron it. They come with snaps. These, I just made this because everything that I had to show, I already sold and shipped out today. But they have snaps like this, and it snaps around your underwear like this. And then you just, this is the part that touches the skin. So I don't know if y'all can see me. I can't see myself, so sorry.
We can see you.
Can you see me? All right. I can't see myself. But a lot of other things that I'm selling. Let me see. This thing's gonna fall.
Yeah, the phone keeps like going.
I'm sorry. I have one of those things on the back of it and it won't go down. But another thing that I'm selling, Leslie Romero actually told me to sell these cloth pads. She said, you should make mama pads. I'm like, what are mama pads? I've never heard of a mama pad. So I Googled it, and man, these are very, very popular. A lot of women don't even know about them. I know I didn't. So I got really familiar with what they do, and I got their, through trial and error, I finally found a pattern that is really good, that I like. It's easy to sew for me, and so on. So on that journey, I went to see what else can I make that is reusable, that will save women money in the kitchen. And I found these are unpaper towels. So a lot of women spend a lot of money on paper towels. I know I do, or did. And just to go in the trash can. Well, these are very cute. This one's a little coffee. They can come in all different fabrics that you want. Just let me know. Send me a message. Say, hey, do you have this? I can send you a link to Joann's Fabrics. You pick what you want, and I can just order the fabric and make it like that. It's got cotton in the front. It's got terry in the back. It comes with snaps, so you can snap these together, and you can put it in a paper towel roll and just stick it in your paper towel holder, and it's very neat. And along with that, you can also buy these unsponges. So very, very cute. They're about the size of your regular sponge. Sponges have a lot of bacteria and nasty, and you got to throw them away and spend a lot of money on that. These can last you for years, just depend on how much, you scrub. But I have one that's like this, and then I have another one with a mesh material that will go over this part where you can really scrub. And I use material scraps. Every time I make a cloth pad, I have the absorbent material, and I have the the cotton. They're very absorbent, and the terry, and I stick it in there, so it's zero waste on that, and I don't have to spend a lot of money, and it helps me to buy more material, cuter patterns and stuff like that. So you can buy this. You can have a little spongy to go with it. I also sell baby gift sets. I know a lot of ladies in our movement are having babies, and I sell a lot of gifts. Like this is a little bandana. It's a bib for your baby. So I sell these, and I'm really excited. I just got a new sewing machine where you can embroider. So if you want to add a little embroidery, I don't know if you can see this. It says Isabella on there, and you can put, it's 50 cents per letter, and I think that's really cheap. So 50 cents a letter. You can add it to anything you want. Just shoot me a message. Let me know. I have over 40 colors you can choose from on embroidery. The gift set comes with, it comes with this little pacifier clip. It's really cute. Comes with your bandana. It comes with a burp cloth, which is cotton and terry. Just throw it over your shoulder like that. And then it also comes with a diaper clutch where you can, and I don't wear a purse and rarely see me with a purse. I like something simple. You can throw a diaper and wipes in and go. So if you have an emergency kit, it's a little clutch. You can stick your diaper in. It goes from a little, or if you have a big diaper or a big, thick case of wipes. You can put that in there and it'll fit. Just take it with you and go. So I sell those on my shop as well. And I'm always looking for suggestions. If there's anything that you want to give a gift, I can do baby blankets and stuff like that. But my cloth pads right now are really, a lot of ladies are interested in it and want to try it. And I also, if you want to try it, if you're serious about it, I can send you a sample liner for free. Just let me know, shoot me a message. I'll send it to you. You can fill it out for a day or whatever and let me know how it works. So.
Awesome. Okay, so that's Needle Bent Sewing. And do you do all your business through Facebook, or do you have an Etsy as well?
No, right now I just have my Instagram and my Facebook. So I just started 2 weeks, so hoping to grow on Etsy one day.
Okay, yeah, Dorothy said I can't find your Etsy shop. That's because she doesn't have an Etsy shop. So look on Facebook or Instagram is where she has it. And I know I just bought a set from you, and I just paid through PayPal. Correct. So
you can do PayPal if you want to send me a payment through Facebook Messenger. You can do that as long as you have a debit card. You can just send it through there. It's free to do that. I try to get it sent out every Friday on deliveries, on shipping. Like today I had to do it on Monday because, you know, life happens. I'm a mother of 3. Last week we kind of had a sickness go on, so I'm trying to sew and hold my baby and all this other stuff. So it's a mommy run business, and sometimes things like that happen.
Yep. Okay, so her business is Needle Bent Sewing, right? Needle Bent Sewing? Yes, Needle Bent Sewing. And I put it up a little bit in the comments. I'm trying to keep up, but I'm not keeping up with all the comments. Sorry, ladies. Okay, so Needle Bent Sewing is hers. So look her up, definitely. Facebook and Instagram, both public, I believe. So thank you for joining us. Those are so cute. I love your items. I love all the items.
Thank you.
All these ladies. They're so talented. All right. All right. So thank you, Amanda. And now we have Andrea. There she is.
Hi.
She's been with us from the beginning. Hi. Can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
My name's Andrea Landry. I have 3 kids and 1 on the way, and I also have a stepdaughter as well. Well, my husband and I, we've been married for, when did we get married? So 5 years. And it's been fun. I definitely, enjoy that and what the church has given us, and my kids, they make everything great. And this business I started just mainly because I wanted to make cute teethers for my kids, and it was just a hobby, and then it kind of turned into more so a business. Like, hey, I could make money, I could do something creative and find an outlet away from home, I guess, a little bit, but still be at home. And it, gives us some fun money and things to do there. So.
Very cute. I see your little tag blankets in back. Those are so cute. What a cute idea.
Yeah, they're great. They have like little ribbons on the end, and they have a minky backing because, babies love different textures, and they say that the ribbons are good for sensory. So there's different textures of ribbons, and they're a pretty good seller.
Very cute. Can you show us some of your teething bling that you do?
Sure. So we'll start with the teethers. All my teethers are made from food grade silicone, non-toxic. So they're free of BPA, PVC, phthalates, cadmium, lead, all that yucky stuff you don't want them having. And you get to pick the teether. You get to pick the teether part, and there's many different options to choose from. And then from there, you get to choose the beads and what you want to go with it. And again, lots of different options. This one's actually a rattle toy. And this one is a clip. To see, you can clip it. And I have a bunch of different clips. There's plastic, metal, silicone, a bunch of different ones. And I also have, you can do ones without the teether. So you can make it where just like if your baby uses a pacifier, you can clip that on. And it's the same idea as these ones. So you can just take them right off. It's just a simple slip knot. So they're pretty easily adjustable for both. And then I also make these fabric pacifier leashes. So there's elastic on this side, and then the clip on this side. And that you can use metal or plastic, same thing. And I also have, these are my bunny ear teethers. So it's got the fabric on the front, the toweling on the back, you know, for those that are super soakers, and then a wooden ring here on top to chew on. Let's see, I have the little tag blanket. It's a tag soother. And so that's basically like these back here, except for it's the mini version. And the same thing, it's got the minky on the back. And away from the teethers, I do suck pads for baby carriers, which different patterns there. And those go on a baby carrier like this. And it's just where baby's gonna suck on the suck pad right here while you're carrying them.
Very cute idea.
Thank you.
That is so cute. Now, what is your shop name? Do you have an Etsy name? Do you do it on Facebook? Or do you do it?
I had an Etsy shop, but it really wasn't doing very well. I found that a lot more of my sales were going through Facebook. So I just closed my Etsy, and I think eventually once I get a little bit better at being able to handle everything, just because it's a lot right now, you know, just like Cassandra, I think, said, it's, you know, it's very wax and wane. It goes back and forth. You're either really, really busy or you're really slow. There is no in between. But I think I will get an Etsy shop once I can figure it out. Plus I'm 5 months pregnant, I think. Yeah, 5 months pregnant. So I don't want to get a whole bunch of business right before then, because then it just won't turn out very good. But I do on my Facebook, and this is the page right here, Landry Baby Bling. So you can search on there and message me there, and it goes straight to me. And since everything is customizable, it's just easier to do through that platform rather than like an Etsy where there's different options and it makes it difficult that way.
How much do you think you sell? Do you sell weekly? How much do you usually sell in a time period?
Right now I have probably about 20 orders on my board, and it's usually about that, give or take. It just depends on how busy I want to be. Like if I am slow, I'll go in and post a big sale in one of my groups, or, you know, hey, let's try out this new design, and I'll get people that way. It just really all depends on how busy I want to be or how slow I want to take it.
Right. So you have 20 ready to go right now that you're trying to fill?
Yeah. But, you know, that's a mixture of the fabric stuff and the teethers. And the teethers are really easy. Those I can knock out. Those sometimes I'll get like 4 or 5 in a day. It just, like I said, it depends on how busy I want to be.
Right. Very nice. I love how all of the moms are saying that this is something that's an outlet for them, because a lot of you know that I taught piano lessons on the side for a really long time, for the past 3 years. Well, I've been teaching piano forever, since I was like 20, but at the academy, I was teaching for the last 3 years. But it's the same reason. It's because, you know, music is my outlet. So, you know, I'm not very crafty when it comes to like sewing and, you know, artsy stuff like all you ladies are, but I'm musical. So that's my art form. But it's nice to have another outlet, you know, not even so much for the money part, but just another way so that you're not just stuck in the rut of, doing diapers and cleaning and everything all the time. So it's just a nice outlet. But I like how all the ladies are saying that. So that's good, though, that you seem to be pretty busy doing that. So are you going to continue up until you have the baby, or are you going to take a break after you have your baby for a little bit?
I probably will continue up until I have the baby. I may take a little break. It just really all depends. And like I said, and I'll say it again, it really depends on how busy I want to be. So if it becomes too much, I can, tell people, hey, I'm going to take a little break, or just not post sales or whatever. Mainly focus on the teething business as opposed to the fabric, because the fabric takes more time. It's more effort. It just takes a lot longer than the teethers. The teethers I can put together quite a bunch in one night. So I probably won't take a break.
Yeah. So tell us, how old are your kids? I don't know if you said how old your kids were.
I did not. My oldest is Lily. She is 4. David is 2. Hannah is 15 months. And like I said, I am 5 months pregnant. And I have actually tomorrow, she will be 13-year-old stepdaughter.
You are very, very busy. When I had that many children that age, I would not be doing my own business. No way would I do my own business. I've always done piano lessons. Even when I had little kids, I did piano lessons like 1 day a week. But it wasn't until the last 3 years that I was able to kind of branch out a little more than just, doing piano lessons 1 day a week from the church. So, wow, you are one busy woman. And so you're not homeschooling yet then?
Well, I tried to the beginning of this year, but my daughter just really didn't grasp onto it. She wanted to do it, and I had a curriculum, everything. I did put all the work into it, had it all set up, and she wanted to do it. We would sit down, and within like a minute, she would want to be done. And we did that for probably about a month, and I just decided that, I'm going to take a break from it, give her a break, and maybe she's not ready. And we started off with basic stuff. And she just, I guess it was more so like the writing. She didn't want to do like the paperwork, I guess. And she just wanted more of the fun, like more of the coloring, more of the Play-Doh binder, more of that stuff. And
she's 4.
like, yeah, I know. That was my thought too. It was just like, you know what, maybe we'll try again next year and she'll actually want to do it. So I wasn't too worried about it. But my 13-year-old stepdaughter, she goes to public school just because we can't control that. So that's hard, to take her to school in the morning, get all the kids and do all that when I'm a homeschooler as opposed to doing the public school thing. So
right. Yeah, that is. But yeah, you're a busy, busy woman with all those tiny little kids. So kudos to you. But yeah, thanks for being on and thanks for showing us. Show us the teether one more time. I want to see that teether again.
Sure. There's quite a few of them. Here's the one. Ooh. Sorry, my screen's a little off. Here's a new design that I just released, the Mickey one, which is probably not very interesting for people in this group. But, a lot of my clientele base, they're in different groups and, I don't really mind making it for them. So it's whatever. The rattle toy. And these ones, I actually really like the ones with the wooden beads. You can see here. It just kind of gives it a different texture. And personally, I like working with them. I think they're really pretty. But it's not everybody's cup of tea. So.
Very cute. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. And I will link to your business name when I'm done. So. All right. Thanks, Andrea. Okay. So now we have Jennifer from Milky Mom Clothing. Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
You too.
So introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, I'm Jen and I live in Utah. I met my husband in high school. We both worked at a movie theater together. And I got married when I was 18. We've been married for 12 years now. I have 6 kids and my 7th on the way. So I have 4 boys in a row, which is kind of funny because I came from a family of all girls. And so I think God does have a sense of humor because boys are very, very different than girls, but I love them and it's so much fun having boys. So I have 4 boys in a row and they're 11, 9, 7, and 5. And then I have 2 girls and they're 3 and 1. And then I'm 4 months pregnant. So.
Oh, do you know what you're having?
No, I don't find out because I do home births and it makes it more exciting for me, I guess, when I'm in labor because labor's so, intense. So.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. So tell us a little bit about your company, which I love. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Before I talk about my company really fast, I just want to say, all these ladies are so amazing because, like you said, Cassandra, I'm not crafty. I'm not I wish I was. I almost, failed art when I was in school. And so you guys are amazing, and I kind of cheat the system because I don't make my stuff. But I do Milky Mom Clothing, and so what it is it's nursing clothes for moms. So I have dresses, I have tops. The top I'm actually wearing right now has nursing access. And so you can pull it to the side and pull it up. And then I was going to show this dress.
There's my dress.
Yeah, this is our most popular dress. I know it's kind of hard to see. Sorry, I'm on my phone. But so it's just a lift up one, and it kind of has like a V, so you can just nurse easily. Another one of my favorites is this hoodie, and it has zipper access. And so it's on both sides. And so it just makes nursing really nice, especially in the winter. Like I said, I live in Utah, so we get snow. And it's just, when you nurse your babies in the winter, like it can be so hard, like pulling up your bulky clothes, and then you feel like they're like suffocating. So I really like this one. And then I got some new summer stuff in. So here's one of the tanks I got in, and I actually just posted them today online. And so it's nice because it has the ruffle. So it's nice for postpartum belly. And even after, because I have after belly too.
Yes, don't we all?
Yeah. And then it has the lift up too. And then it has the V. I don't know if you can see it very well, but so I started this because I nursed all of my kids, and I just think it's sometimes challenging trying to find clothes. You can't ever wear dresses, you know, and you're just constantly trying to figure out what to wear and just work your wardrobe around, you know, that stage of life. And for me, I'm always pregnant or nursing. So, and it's nice to just now have a wardrobe where I can just have something that works for both pregnancy and nursing versus 2 separate wardrobes for that. Cause I already have like my seasonal, you know, wardrobe. So it's nice to minimalize a little bit for me, make a little less laundry.
I love it. I love all of your clothes on your site. I'm eyeing the one dress for Easter, the really pretty, you just got a really pretty lacy one in that I love.
I was so excited to find those ones. They're so pretty, those lace ones. And so, yeah, we have a good variety on there. There's casual things, there's tops, there's sweaters, there's hoodies, there's, you know, casual dresses, dressy dresses. So it's been fun. It's nice.
Yeah.
I'm like the visionary type. So for years I've been wanting to like do something, you know, and like, I'm kind of like one of the girls said, like, they're just kind of scatterbrained, like, oh, what's this? So I want to do this. I want to do this. So it was nice to finally hone in on something I like do and love, because I do it, you know, like I said, I'm constantly nursing. And so it was just fun to kind of just find this little niche and just hone in on it. And I just love the idea of helping moms to make nursing easier, because my mom didn't nurse any of us. And so when I had babies, it was a whole new thing, like, you know, and just having that support is so much, you know, it helps so much and stuff. So this can kind of support women in a way. So.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I think you have a good corner on the market, just because, I mean, when I first started having kids, you know, 17 years ago, I did not have nursing stuff like this. They didn't have nursing clothes. This is all new to me. And it's been 5 years since I had one. So I love having the nursing clothes. I don't have very many, so I'm going to slowly try to build up. But I didn't even know such a thing about nursing dresses until you actually contacted me. I had never even heard of them. So
and like, I know I had seen them before, because with my first 2 kids, I actually had them in the hospital. And so like at the, you know, you'd be waiting in the office, and I looked through magazines, and I remember seeing like nursing like tops. And then I went to those sites, but they were just so pricey too. And so I try to really make it more, I mean, adjusted, you know, but it just depends honestly on where I get the how much I can get them for, you know, from manufacturers. Right. Even looking at other companies that sell nursing dresses, some of them are like $60 plus. They don't have anything under $60, you know. So I'm really glad that I can offer, you know, it a little bit more affordable. So.
Yep. Did you have a coupon code that you wanted to tell everyone about?
Yes, it's gentlyled, all in caps. Okay. And that's for 30% off. And I'll leave that up till the end of the month too. So that way if you put it in there for payday or something.
Yeah. You know how that is.
Yeah.
So gently. I don't know why my body is doing something weird. Do you hear that?
I don't.
Oh, I'm like cutting out really bad or something with my volume. I don't know what's going on, but I can hear you well. So do you have anything else that you wanted to show us, or was that about it?
I just had these, and if you go online, I posted this shirt online. It's going to be called Bell Sleeve Floral. I tried to put the picture on there, but for some reason it wasn't uploading today. So I'll try to get that on there. But if you like this shirt and if you want it, that's what it is a bell sleeve floral. So
I love florals and I love the bell sleeves. Very, very cute.
thank you.
Very cute. All right. Well, thank you very much for being on here. I love your products.
Thank you so much.
And so check her out. Let me put it down. Milky Mom is her name, and I will link to that. Milky Mom Clothing, I think it is. Milky Mom. So just look that up. So next, and last but not least, she's been hanging out the whole time. Thanks for being patient. We have Cindy, and I'm glad you joined. I didn't really get a chance to talk to Cindy or even doing a test run, so I was a little worried. That's why I put you at the end, just in case you were able to make it. So yes, I can hear you. Oh. So hi.
Hello, everybody.
Go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us what you do.
Okay, my name's Cindy. I'm in Australia on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. 6 kids, ages 14 down to 2-year-old twins. And I play with dolls. So I don't know if you guys have Bratz dolls over there. Do you guys have Bratz dolls? Those
Yes.
nasty things?
Yes.
So there's a little thing that went around where you reface them. And you change the dolls' faces. So you stop them from being really nasty. Hang on. So I'm trying to... Where are we? Hang on. There we go. So that's your Bratz doll.
Yes.
And then what I do is I change the face so they look like normal girls. Can you see the girls very well? Like, do they come up very clearly on the video?
I can see them.
Not very clearly.
I can see them better when you hold it up to the camera. I did not realize you were in Australia. That's why you were saying it was 5 a.m. your time. I'm like, I didn't understand what you were talking about. 7 Central. I didn't realize you were in Australia.
Yeah. So so a little bit of, and I got the times all mixed up. So I've been awake since about 3 because of the babies anyway. So so basically, with the Bratz dolls, I always found that, and also with Barbies, they just weren't very realistic, and they were not something that I'd really want my girls to play with. And so with doing this, it was an arty outlet, which was fun, and something personal because each doll's different as well. So you can make them to order. You can make them with birthmarks if a child has a specific birthmark. I did a Down syndrome doll once. That was difficult because their facial structure is quite unusual. Like, it's different from the standard structure. So so these are another. I don't know if you can see them. Hang on a second. Sorry, ladies. So then, like, the before and afters as well there. Can you see that? There you go.
Yep.
So that's my girl. So
I'm trying. I'm
trying
not to talk so that we can see what you're doing, because when I talk, it switches back to me. So.
Okay. So I did these about 4 years ago, and then I stopped when I had my 3.5-year-old. And then I haven't done anything since then. So I was just sort of wondering if I'd start up again. I wasn't really sure. And then this came along, so I thought, why not? It's fun. And it just gives our girls something nicer to play with than the Bratz dolls and what have you.
Yes, I hate those Bratz dolls. They're just, they're ucky. They're makeup and it's ucky. So do you have a business name, or where do we find you?
The business Facebook page I have is Relove Dolls, RELOVE, Relove Dolls. I'm going to set up a different business called Sunshine Dolls because I'm on the Sunshine Coast. And the prices on Facebook were $25 for the dolls. I'm going to put them on Sunshine Dolls at $15. And I won't advertise yet. So if anyone's interested in them, they're $15. Postage 4 years ago to the US was $20 for 3 dolls, or $35 for up to $6, I think it was. So postage does add up for overseas. But yeah, and they're all individual, so they're all different. They can be made to order.
That's really cool. You're good at that. I've seen that before, so I just never knew I did it.
Yeah, it's fun. So it is an outlet as well.
So go ahead and show us a couple more.
Okay, we'll go over into the light. Where's my ladies? Oh, a couple of the fellas. Here we go. Make sure they don't fall off the ledge. So here's one of my little, where are we? My little Asian lady. And she's very pretty. Okay. And the gentleman as well. So there's the boys. I tried to make him a little bit, I don't know, goofy with the teeth. Because you know what teenagers are like? The teeth are bigger than normal and, you know, they're growing into themselves. So just kind of making them more teenish rather than older. Because the Bratz boys look like that. And I think they look kind of ghoulish. They're not very nice.
No.
So just trying to make them look, yeah, just more normal and kind of more teenish or younger. Because, you know, I don't know. It's just better for young girls to be playing with younger dolls rather than sort of teen dolls. I don't know.
Yes. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you for sticking around and waiting the whole time to show us what you did. So very nice.
Thank you very much for having me on.
Okay. And go ahead and email me the information, those names again, and I'll go ahead and put it on the video when we're done. So
thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. So that was it. I hope you all enjoyed that. I love listening to Cindy and her accent. I have a brother-in-law that is from Australia, and I love listening to him talk. I love that accent. So that was very informative. I enjoyed having all the ladies on that I did. And if you have a business of your own and you were not featured tonight, maybe you didn't get a hold of me. I had another lady that was going to, but she ended up with the flu today, so she wasn't able to make it. If you want to just leave in the description, in the comments, leave your business name. And then, you know, there are a couple that we know, like Jujana Anderson does have the Cute and Covered website that I think it was Jessica brought up. And there's a couple other, I know Kate Anderson, she wasn't able to be on tonight. She does, I can't remember the name. Someone in the comments, you should know the name of hers, Kate Anderson's. What is the name of hers? She has a business that she sells like essential oils, mixes and things like that. I have a bunch of her rollers. I use her headache roller. I think it's like Fruit of Her Hands or something is her website. So Fruit of Her Hands. Yep, there we go. Right when I said it, it came up. Fruit of Her Hands. And then there are some other, you know, like Leslie. I know she has Modest Mothering. And trying to think of all the ladies off the top of my head. Karen Rodriguez. She doesn't necessarily have a business, but she has a YouTube channel. And she does a lot of videos for Robinson Curriculum. What are some of the other ones? Those are just the ones off the top of my head I know that, you know, are in this circle of great group of ladies. So just check those out if you want. And if you have a business, go ahead and leave a comment. Yes, Clean Botanics. She was not able to be on. Amanda Armstrong was not able to be on tonight because of her internet stuff going on. Yep, I mentioned Leslie. Yeah, Clean Botanics. I mentioned her. We have all these ladies now leaving the same comment. Amanda with Clean Botanics. I love Amanda's soap. Also, Mrs. Shannon Johnson. You know, the Johnson's Pure Soap. Don't forget about their soap as well. So we have so many good businesses here within this own group that we can order from. And I think that's really great because you're ordering good, clean, organic things, and you're also helping them out. So, yep, I just said Shannon Johnson. So all the ladies are having the same thoughts as I'm saying it. So I think the chat is a tiny bit behind. So, yep, so those are just off the top of my head. Thank you, ladies, for joining. We had a good crowd tonight. And Help Meet Letters. What is Help Meet Letters? Who's behind Help Meet Letters? Let's see. What is Help Meet Letters? So, kind of waiting until they answer. Help Meet Letters. Are you the one that does the? I'm trying to think. Have I gotten something of yours before? Help Me Letters could have been on tonight. So Help Me Letters, if you want, you can leave a comment. Dane Harrison, she does beautiful calligraphy. We could have had you on tonight, Dane. But you can leave a comment and leave a link to your business if you want at the end of this. All right. So thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next week. All right. Bye.